What's going on, everybody? Stock Jug here. All right. This is going to be the video about how I do my news plays. This is a one-time opportunity I had today. I don't typically stream the squawk service from BENZINGA PRO. That's the news service I use that I hear the squawk from. What is a squawk? It's literally some guy giving you breaking news that has to do with a company that normally a company that trades on the stock exchange, and it can move markets. The news can. Typically, sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. In this case, I was streaming it live to my audience. I had some questions about it. People are curious, it's something they want to look into. They want to know how it works. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll stream it for 15 minutes. If I get in trouble, I'll say I'm sorry, but I'm not supposed to do that because literally, I pay money for it, and it's not right for me to give it to 1,000 people for free. So I did it, and during that 15-minute time span, I knocked it out of the park on one news play in particular. So I want to preface this by saying this is not at all typical. I made $10,000, a little over $10,000 in literally 7 seconds off of a news play. That is not normal. Not normal. It was a $2.50 move, roughly $2.50 move. The stock moved after I got in, and I already moved $2 before I got in it. You'll see that when I run it live, and it's only like a 10-second clip. There's not much to it, but this is not normal. I want to be clear about this. Don't go buy BENZINGA Pro and say, SJ, I didn't get a $2 move on a stock. This is not normal. This is the only one I recorded out of that 15 minutes. This is the only trade I took that was a news play in those 15 minutes. It's not normal. But what is normal is the speed of how quickly I get to the ticker when I hear the news and my execution. I'm in, I'm out, I'm done. News plays are a completely different beast. It's not something where you're looking into getting into a stock and then maybe swing trading it for a few days. It rarely works well like that. It's like a baseball. You throw it up in the air, and it has a lot of velocity out of the gates, but as soon as it hits that pinnacle, it reverses, slows down, and then comes right back down almost with the same amount of speed. So anyway, I'll get in the news play. I want to break down what is BENZINGA Pro first, though, because I'm going to get a million questions on it, so I'm just going to go over it real quick. I don't use any of these features on BENZINGA Pro, only because I don't have the monitor space for it. I have 3 monitors. They're already filled up. I literally only use BENZINGA for the squawk service. I literally every day come here and I click play and I just wait for breaking news. That's it. This is almost 12 o'clock at night, so obviously we're not going to hear anything, but that's all I use it for. There's plenty of other things on BENZINGA Pro that I wish I could use. I just don't have time to take part in. So I'll just go over it. Here's your news feed. This is, your just print news. You can click what sources you want to come from. I mean, there's tons and tons of sources. Again, I don't use any of this. I don't have a screen where I can see this rolls throughout the day and apparently into the night. And we have headlines from 11:46 p.m. Elon Musk SpaceX gets 60% higher valuation, latest funding round at $74 billion. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's kind of ridiculous. Breaks it down, tells you where it's come from, gives you links if it's there. Really cool, right? Again, I don't have an extra monitor to have this run all day, so I don't use it. But that's the news feed. You have a details window. This is, you type your ticker in, and it'll give you all the fun, it's normal stuff that you would like to see broken down on a stock. That's your details window. You have your calendar. Calendar gives you kind of stuff that might be interesting, earnings reports, all that stuff. You have your watch list. I don't have anything on the watch list, but you can make a watch list if you want to. Okay. The movers. This is one that I do have up, and occasionally I will use. You can look at pre-market. You can look at after hours. What stocks had moved percentage-wise. You can click whatever the change, whatever. Just an easy way to sort through movers. It's a good tool if you don't have a pre-market mover kind of tool. This is one to do it. You can click on pre-market. Period, 15 minutes. You can change your market cap if you want, whatever, and just see what had moved pre-market and just good way to find the movers of the day. You can see the volume as well. So that's the mover section. You have signals. Again, I haven't used this at all, but I assume this is like alerts in a way. Price spike, all this stuff. Again, I don't use any of this because I don't have the monitor space for it. And you do have a screener. This one, again, similar to signals. And they also have a chat feature. So this is BENZINGA Pro. The link is down below. Again, I don't use any of these features because I don't have the real estate on my monitors for it. If you do have it, I'm sure it's great. But I use it solely for the squawk function. Now, let me talk about the squawk and what happened here. All right. So the trade, let me find it, is XONE. And again, this is not typical. This is not typical. Where are you, XONE? Come on, baby. I know you're here. Come on. There you are. All right. XONE. I took it at 2 o'clock. See this massive spike here? That's the news. All right. So this is how I play the news. When I hear a ticker, especially a ticker that I've played in the past, it's like in my trader Rolodex, right? It's in my subconscious. It's like, if there's breaking news on Tesla, I know that's going to move, right? Well, think of that in the low float world too. XONE is one of those stocks I've traded in the past. I know it can move. I know it's low float. Again, you only get that from experience. So Charlie comes on. Charlie's the guy that says the breaking news. Charlie from Benzinga. He comes on. You'll hear him. He sounds excited. That's like my number one sign. Like, oh, I need to pay attention to what Charlie's about to say because he sounds excited. So he says, XONE, blah, 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 blah. I flip over it real quick, right? I was on something else. I immediately, he says the ticker first. So I got time to get the ticker in. Good. All right, and then he says military contract. That's all I needed to hear. I heard military contract. I saw the stock was starting to move up here. I went boom, boom, hit the buy button twice. That's it. I got in at 4,000 shares at 51.47 average. I got in freaking up here. Boom. Right? The news came out and it already had moved $2, $2.50. Jeez. Well, when I took the trade at the time, you'll see it didn't look like it moved much, so I thought I was getting in early. Looking back on it, it already moved $2.50 before I even got in. So I'm in. It spikes up. I hear military contract. All good news. Enough for a spike. I'm just playing a spike and I'm out. That's it. It spikes up. I exit. I'm actually kind of euphoric. I can't believe it. You can kind of see I entered in at 2 o'clock and 13 seconds, right? I exited 2 o'clock and 19 seconds. Literally 6 seconds later, I sold. I got in, remember, 51.47. I sold at 54.28 and another second later, 54.28. I literally top ticked this thing. I've never top ticked anything in my life. And for some reason, the stock gods shine their light upon me and said, you will top tick this. And I did. I don't even know how I did it with a market order. That's crazy to me. So I top ticked it. I took 4,000 shares. I made almost $3 a share. Almost. This is an $11,000 trade in 6-7 seconds. This is not normal. This is not normal. Don't go behind BENZINGA Pro, which I subscribe to. Link down below. It's an affiliate link. I do get a cut if you click that link and you sign up. There's a 2-week free trial. If you don't like it, get rid of it. I shill this all the time. I will shill BENZINGA Pro until I'm done trading at the age of 150. Okay? It is my number one tool. I love this thing. Now, this isn't for everybody. If you're not fast on the keyboard, if you're not fast typing, getting over to stocks, clicking the buy button, deciphering news quickly, this isn't for you. This isn't for you. It's fast. If you're a trader that's looking to add a tool to your repertoire of things you could do, yes, maybe that's the person this is for. If you're looking for a way to find stocks that are moving midday, maybe you don't necessarily need to hit the breakout of the initial spike, but you can play the secondary move, which is totally fine, right? This one was a bad example because it kind of popped and dropped all the way back down. There was no secondary play, but plenty of them, there are secondary plays. This is also a great tool to find. I get a question all the time. How do you find the stocks throughout the day? Well, I listen to the news. There's breaking news all the time on different stocks, and they do move off of that breaking news. Prime example today, another one. I did take this trade. This is CCIV, right? CCIV, look at this explosion, right? Out of nowhere. Well, the news is the merger is all but confirmed with Lucid Motors, right? I did play this later on the day. What time did this come out? 3:30, 1:30? Let me get that time right. 1:39? Get my time right? Yeah. Right here. I did play that on that breaking news. I got in at 44.84, 44.56, sold at 45, 21, 45, 40. Again, this was literally 7-second hold. Made insane money on that trade. This was breaking news, and this thing just shot up from $41 to $54. Halted twice on the way up. Insane move. And I did play this for a secondary move later on because I knew that it moved. Like unless it was hitting your high day scanner, you would have never known about the stock moving. And this is kind of what a day trader looks for: is big volume moves, and then maybe play a secondary move off of it. So Benzinga Pro is good for that. If you don't have the money for this, and you still want to kind of experience that, and maybe not take the plays, but maybe use it for finding stocks moving throughout the day, Thinkorswim does have Benzinga, part of Benzinga, incorporated into its platform, and you do get it for free. Benzinga Charlie from Benzinga, he is the only one that you'll hear on Thinkorswim. Benzinga Pro, which I subscribe to, which I pay for, they have different people that come on throughout the day. It's not one person sitting at their desk all day long. They take shifts. So I hear those other people. Thinkorswim does not hear anybody but Charlie. So Charlie's on usually in the first 30 minutes, 45 minutes of the day. He leaves, the other people come on, and Thinkorswim is usually silent. And then Charlie comes on at the end of the day, usually. Again, this all changes. And then Thinkorswim, people hear that as well as Benzinga Pro. So that's if you want that is a part of Thinkorswim. Being honest, don't click the link. Use that. There is a delay, a confirmed delay for most people. Some people that say there's no delay. Most of the people I talk to that have signed up that have had Thinkorswim, they say there's about a 6-second delay, regardless. Which six seconds in the world of trading news is an eternity. You would have missed this entire move here from $41 to $45 if there was a 6-second delay on your side. You wouldn't have hit it. So anyway, that's Benzinga Pro. This clip I'm about to run is literally 10 seconds long. Again, it's not normal. Usually a news play, depending on the kind of news, you can expect 10-cent move, 20-cent move, maybe 50 cents, whatever. The type of news matters. And, that's the thing. Like, just because Charlie says a ticker with news behind it doesn't even mean it's going to move, right? And there's certain types of news. You have patent plays on a company. You kind of guess that's probably going to move the stock 10 cents, right? Then you have partnership news, which could make the stock move incredibly, insane. You can have merger news. You can have there's all sorts of news, and the only way to find out over time how much you can expect a move to happen on a certain stock is just experience. Just putting your eyes on the screen and seeing what happens when a certain type of news comes out. All right, I think I hit all my points. This is not a typical trade. This isn't for beginners. There is a 2-week free trial for Benzinga. When you sign up, if you don't like it after 2 weeks, cancel it, get rid of it. I do get money on the affiliate link. I do get a cut. If you click that link and you sign up under me, I get a cut. So not all of it goes to Benzinga. Jake gets a little cut, and I want to thank you. So if you sign up, say something below so I can personally thank you. I do appreciate that. I will shill this again to the my last breath as a trader, because it is my #1 favorite tool. I will pay for this gladly. If they doubled the price, I would gladly pay it. I hope they don't, but I would gladly play it. It's that important. This one trade that I'm about to show you paid for like 11 years of Benzinga Pro. It's insane. Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. DM me on Discord, find me on Twitch, find me on any of the links down below. Email me if you have questions as well. Comment down below if you sign up. I want to know your experience. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Here's the clip.
XONE, X1 developing portable 3D printing factory and shipping container for the Department of Defense. That's
Department of
X-ray Oscar November
Defense?
Echo, XONE.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
A share spiking on that.
Oh, shit!
X-ray Oscar November Echo, X1.
Get you some of that share! Yeah, baby! That's a stand-up moment. That's how you play the news, boys and girls.
On XONE.